So we're reading verse 69 of Vilapa Kusumanjali today. My dear friend Rupa Manjari,
Is the loudest.
when will I be able to see you with my mistress decorating her dearest one with flower ornaments in the Grove cottage on the bank of her own lake? Explanations. Shri Raghunath's friendship with Rupa is complete. Why does he suddenly perceive Shri Rupa Manjari? These visions are also real. And
Didi,
yes,
sorry to interrupt. I'm going to Japanese translation channel. It is possible little slow. My English is not good.
Yeah, very slow is good.
50% speed. Mine is loud.
Okay. Okay. Well.
Thank you. Radha.
Oh, yeah, you're nice.
so I'll start from the beginning of the explanations. Shri Raghunath's friendship with Shri Rupa is complete. Why does he suddenly perceive Shri Rupa Manjari? These visions are also real and are as blissful as if he could directly meet her. In his Abhista Sukhana, Shri Raghunathas writes,
Radha? Oh, your microphone's off. Do we understand what this means? Radha. Shri Raghunath's friendship with Rupa is complete. Then why does he perceive Rupa Manjari? These visions are also real and are as blissful as if he would directly meet her. So Rupa Manjari is the top Manjari. He's the boss. And that means that he's both in spiritual consciousness, in Siddhadeha, he's the spiritual most pure of all the Manjaris. But also in Sadhakavesh, in material consciousness, he's also the boss in the sense that he is the first student of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and he was the first one to start on Mahaprabhu's instructions to begin writing down the philosophy and the theology of bhakti. So his books were first. Two very important ones were Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu and Ujjvala Nilamani. And then many hundreds of other books came after. So when Raghunath says he's my friend, this is like Gurudev saying, I don't want to be your guru, I want to be your friend. I want to love you. I want to be in an intimate relation with you. And so when he goes into his spiritual consciousness, he sees not only Swamini, but he sees Rupa Manjari. Rupa Goswami in Manjari body. And this is trying to say something about how intimate that relation is between the top Manjaris, both inside the spiritual consciousness and outside of it. And that gives just as much happiness, he says. Ananda Babaji says, as much bliss as if he were meeting directly. So the visions are real. It's a very important point. In material consciousness, in material world, we say, when I dream something, oh, that's not real. Let's come back to material reality where facts are real. My table is my table, and my car is my car, and my body is, everything's real. But actually, in this way of thinking, it's the opposite. Everything that we think in material consciousness is unreal, and everything that happens in our spiritual consciousness is the actual reality. So 3 very rich sentences. I thought I'd just stop and explain a little bit. Yeah.
Yes, and fish. And also, Kusumanjali, sometimes Gurudev say, for us, we are just one day different. And Kusumanjali and Kusumanjali is a few days different. Even Sadhaka Deha, Rupa Goswami and Raghunath Das Goswami is like, I guess, 5 years different. So it's almost the same. And even though Guru Shishya relationship also, if someone who is very intimate, the relationship becomes more kind of friendly, blind. So we can be saying this is friendship. And Gurudev said this intimacy of Rupa and Torashi is very important. This is
And it's like a model for relationship to Guru, but also to other devotees. So Rupa Goswami in material body is the Shiksha Guru of Raghunath. He's not the initiating Guru, but he's the Shiksha Guru, means teaching Guru. And this is just trying to say how close and intimate a relation you have with the one who's your teacher. So again, we make the contrast with material existence. We go to school, there's a teacher, she teaches the lesson, and then we go home. I don't want to know you, I don't care about you, I go back to my family and whatever. But in bhakti, your teacher is your most intimate friend and teaches you not through the books and the blackboard, but teaches you through feeling, through example, through sharing. Done.
In his Abhist Sunkan Shiraganatha's writes, may my desire for Shri Radha's service be endowed with spotless thoughts of Shri Rupa, and thus stay engaged in Shri Radha's devotional service. Together with Shri Rupa, he wants to relish the vision of his beloved deity. Shri Rupa and Tulasi have brought Swaminis to the Kunj, which is decorated by Hari, on the bank of Shri Radha Kund. How beautiful is the bank of Shri Radha Kund! The beauty of the banks of Radha Kund and Shama Kund cannot be described. It fascinates Radha and Krishna. The beloved Kund is as dear to Krishna as his beloved is. As soon as he sees it, he remembers her. Because the Kund is endowed with Priyaji's quality of dearest, it bestows a love equal to Radha's on one who bathes there even once.
Wow. Has everybody been to Radhakund? This is a very nice thing to do if you ever come to Raj, to take a bath in Radhakund. And if what Jamun is saying is right, then when the waters of Radhakund touch your body, then it's the love of Radha that's touching your body. And I think she's right.
And this Radha Kunda, so we have read in this sentence before, and then Prabhupada told us, don't bathe.
He did. In Radhakund.
And just touching. And then I was confused. And then later on I understood. Because one day Prabhupada brought Western devotees. And then they are thinking this is the kind of sea or pool. They just jumping, enter and kick out, just swimming as a pool. So, and then Prabhupada thinking this is not the behavior to bathe in Radha Kunda, because mood is completely different.
Of course.
So therefore, Prabhupada said, don't bathe. And then at that time, we are just touching a 3 drop on the head. And then, so we are together with Mahanidhi Baba. And I saw Mahanidhi Baba was bathing, even though he was Ishwar at the time. And then, so some senior devotee say secretly the bathe with proper feeling. So what I want to say is to bathe should be proper feeling, proper mood. Of course, bathing is very beneficial because but same time we don't want to disturb Radhika and other neighbors of Radha Kunda. So this is very also, I think, important thing.
The Kund is as sweet as Radha's sweetness, and the Kund is as glorious as Radha's glories. Krishna gives a love equal to Radha's to anyone who bathes in this Kund even once.
Wow. Read again, dear.
The Kund is as sweet as Radha's sweetness, and the Kund is as glorious as Radha's glories. Krishna gives a love equal to Radha's to anyone who bathes in this Kund even once. The meeting takes place in this Kund, Madana Sukhada Kunj. Swamini's Hari, the enjoyer of this solitary grove, Radha's heart's friend, cannot be attained without taking exclusive shelter of Radha's lotus feet.
So wait, stop. Sorry, just such important sentences you're saying. I just want to make sure. Can you read that one again, please? Or I read it while you're blowing? Okay, I read. Just a beautiful, really important sentence. Swamini's Hari, Krishna, the enjoyer of the solitary grove. So he's the one who enjoys, like in all of the cosmos, it's Krishna who's the enjoyer, the one who's receiving the pleasure from the gopis, from his devotees, and so on, and from Radha. Swamini's Hari, the enjoyer of the solitary grove, Radha's heart friend, cannot be attained without taking exclusive shelter of Radha's lotus feet. So first, what does attain mean? It means we can't come into a perfect, close relationship with him. So we can't come into a relationship with Krishna, which is the goal of all jivas, unless we first take shelter of Radha's lotus feet. And what does that mean? The strange thing we hear every day, shelter of lotus feet. It means surrendering our hearts to the heart of Radha. And that means surrendering to our own Svarup. Becoming ourselves, becoming our own Svarup, and therefore becoming in the presence of Radha. If we do that through service to Radha, then we can have a relation to Krishna. We want, as it's always said, not Krishna, but Radha's Krishna.
Very good point. I feel this one. Here mentioned Swamini's Hari, Radha's Hari, Radha's Mohan. So, cannot be, Radha's Krishna cannot be attained without taking exclusive shelter of Radha. I feel maybe Narayan or maybe Dwarkadish or king of Mathura, they may attain
Krishna.
But Vrindavan Krishna, especially Radha's Krishna, means Nikunja Leela's Krishna. Very intimate pastime of Krishna. Unless we can take shape of Radhika, if we cannot attain. So this is many kinds of Krishna. But the most important Krishna is Radha Krishna. That's I feel. Radha.
Srila Narottama Thakur has said, "Old mind, take exclusive shelter of the gopis of Braj. This is essential." The kunj was decorated by Hari's mere presence, or Hari decorated this kunj with his own hands. While personally decorating this strict kunj, Swamini's Hari thought, "My Priyaji will be so eager to play certain pastimes with me. After she sees how nicely I decorated this kunj." Adolescent Kishore Krishna is the transcendental youthful Cupid, who is able to make the ordinary Cupid faint.
So we say adolescent here, which means the same as Kishora. Yeah. Adolescent means Kishora because Krishna has pastimes in different ages. We talk about the baby, the very young age where he's stealing butter and doing mischief, and then the child age where he's doing other mischief. And this is the adolescent age where he's in loving pastimes. And then he's so attractive and so irresistible to everybody. He's even more attractive than Cupid himself.
Mounting the chariots of the gopis, he agitates Cupid. Hence, he is known as Madha Mohan. He who beautifies Radha's shoulder with his own brilliant arm is our worshipable one. Radha Raman enjoys in the Kunj. This innocent adolescence of him makes Swamini restless. Swamini becomes mad when she subdues Sham in their love play, but she is still unsatisfied. So she will reach him some new gates. Our hero...
Slowly.
Oh, sorry. Our hero is under her control. And Swamini appropriates him to her own use. Rupa, Manjari, and Tulasi are relishing the sweetness of this new pastime. This is the subject of the Gaudiya Vaishnava's meditation. Shri Jiva Goswami has written, "May Radha and Madha's sweetness attack my heart, so that we may not go astray." May Radha and Madha, who are shining with a golden and bluish splendor, whose eyes are dancing in a spotless festival of play, who are anointed with endless cleverness in erotic artistry, and who are greatly delighted by the nectarian fragrance of their mutual dearness, attack my heart in all respects with their sweetness.
Radhe. Karasundra, we're missing your beautiful baritone voice. Can you share about why Krishna is under the control of Radha?
Oh, there are so many topics.
Yes.
In this short.
That's why I keep interrupting. I'm sorry.
I think we have to go back. Oh, so nice. I was just meditating on mounting the chariots of the gopis. And so what this means, he agitates Cupid. Mounting the chariots of the gopis. Hence, he is known as Madana Mohan. He who beautifies Radha's shoulder with his brilliant arm is our worshipable one. So this is the answer. Mounting the chariots of the gopis. And Radhika is the first gopi. So when he places his arm on the shoulder of Radhika, this is also he is doing with the gopis. Gopis liked it. So then they become the chariot. And we're relishing this as Manjari. We are not becoming the chariots. No. This is not ours. But he is then, because he is put his arm on Radhika's shoulder, then he becomes our worshipable one. Radha Raman enjoys in the Kunja this innocent adolescent Mukta Kaishora of him makes Swamini restless. Innocent adolescent. This is Vrindavan Krishna. Innocent adolescent. And this Krishna not exist without Radhika. Because of that, we cannot reach him out of Raj, because he is not existing. There is no innocent adolescent Krishna without Radhika. What Jayananda just explained. Maybe Madhura or Dwarakadish, but without Radhika, not this Krishna.
So these are different forms of Krishna, Gaurasundar is explaining to you who don't know this. Narayan, Dwaraka, Mathura, he has different.
Yes, they are worshipable. They are far in distance. They are not this close and not this sweet. They are the Lord. So you cannot enter the shoulder of the Lord so easy. And he will not put his arm on your shoulder. He will not do it because it's a palace. It's all official there. It's what is it? Awe and reverence.
Yes.
So he cannot play like in Vrindavan. And why he can play in Vrindavan? Because Radhika takes care of him. You are my Krishna. And in Dwaraka, I'm your queen. Take care of me. And even in Vrindavan, there is nobody else who can say this but Radhika. Even the other gopis, I'm your. But only one say, you are mine. You can play freely. I will take care of you. My love will protect you. So he is innocent adolescent, Mukta Kaishora. And this makes Swamini restless. Swamini becomes mad when she subdues Shyam in their love play. This is also not happening anywhere else. Subdued. But she is still unsatisfied, so she will teach him some new games. So she is also his guru, teacher. Our hero, this is also a little sarcastic. Our hero is under her control. So this way, only the Manjaris can speak about him. Our hero is under her control. And Swamini appropriates him to her own use. So she is controlling him completely. And like in Vrindavan, this is possible that they make him dance for just a little sweet when he is more small. And okay, you will get it when you have to dance for this. And then he tries. Or when they are counting because they don't know more than 3, I don't know, more than 3 or whatever. He stay there and they put some cow dung on his face to count. So he will stay there. This is actually the Lord. This is God. But in Vrindavan, he is innocent, adolescent, and he is under control of Swamini. So he's under control of pure love. So he do whatever Swamini says. And Swamini appropriates him to her own use. And Rupa Manjari and Tulasi together relish the sweetness of this new lila. And this is the subject of the Gaudiya Vaishnavas meditation. We not meditate on this superior, this almighty God. No. We may pray to this Narayan for the protection of Krishna and Radhika. That's possible, like the Prajpasi is doing. But we cannot see this God. We are meditating on this sweet lila. In the kunjas of Vrindavan. May Radha and Madhava sweetness attack my heart so that we may not go astray. That was so much in this short. And to meditate means go deep in that topic. And yes.
I was just going to thank you and Dandavat and say this was exactly what we were hoping for, kind of answer from you.
Yes, very beautiful.
Just Gaurasundara style. He's under her control, but that doesn't mean that she's in control of everything. Because Radha is also controlled by her desires. She has a longing that brings her to come and look for Krishna every day. And in a way, that longing, that desire that draws her towards Krishna, this is successful only because of the manjaris. So in a different kind of way, and a little bit more gentle, she is under the power of the Manjaris. Not completely, of course, but if they were not there, then the meeting would not take place. She's so driven by her desire. She wants to go. She needs to go. It changes her way of thinking. It changes what she does. So she's very much under the control of love itself, Prem, which is really our God in Bhakti. We're not worshippers of Krishna. We're not worshippers of Radha. We're worshippers of Radha Mohan, of the love of Prem that draws the one to the other. Shira.
Yeah, Gorasundra and Vilapa give very nice point. Yeah, I feel this Mugudha Kaishora is Krishna's nature.
Jainanaji, your voice is not coming.
You know, your point is very nice, and I just put some words here. Baba mentioned Mugudha Kaishora. This Mugudha Kaishora, I just remember Krishna's nature is Dira Lalita. Dira Lalita means like always joking and carefully. He does not worry anything, always playing, joking, in this nature. And also beautiful, Lalita, very attractive. So, and you mentioned yesterday in a little bit Italian class, we little bit reading Radikara Premaguru Amishishana. So, Krishna's guru of love is Radhika. So, therefore, this love controls Krishna. And Uttamaji also mentioned, even Swamini also controlled by Manjari's love. Sometimes Swamini say, no, today raining, now Vrindavan raining. So today raining, or today, like so much muddy, so I cannot go. Or maybe snake is appear, I cannot go.
Yes.
Then Manjari say,
Yes, you can go.
No. I'll show you the way. I'll take your hand. No problem. I'll show you the way. So sometimes Manjari become acting like good. Because of love. Love control everything. And also, Radhika's nature, Gorasundra explained very nicely. I want to put in Dwaraka, Krishna makes some joke to Rukmini. You may find more nice boy, nice young man. You are still very beautiful. I'm useless. We don't know who am I. And then Rukmini fell down, just joking. But
You don't understand this kind of jokes.
No, but Radhika and Gopi, they're so expert to what say, joke, another joke, and Krishna many times defeated by Gopi. So this is the nature of Braja, and because love is so intense, there are so much what say, making use, joke and love. And behavior. This is also, I just put Radha.
So we're controlled by Prem.
Yes.
That is the first line, the first law, and the last law.
Mm-hmm.
We are controlled by Prem. So all our meditations sometime must come back to what that means for our lives. To be controlled by love for God.
Yes, that's the beauty of the Manjaris. They are taking also control of both. But especially when Radhika, she is so mad when she is running towards Mohan that she forget her ornaments, and she will left everything behind her by running, and she will not find him even, because she is so mad then in that intense desiring to meet him. And she will be lost somewhere in the forest, maybe. So, and then the Manjaris running behind and taking care that she will be safely arrive and in a good condition with ornaments and with nice decorated hair and like this. Otherwise, she will maybe lost somewhere, and she will embrace even trees, black trees, on the way. And the Swamini has the Manjari has to take care. What do you say, Udavji? No? So they are also controlling somehow, because she is out of control, and also he is out of control. They are mad to each other. So the Manjaris will always be taking care that that meeting will happen in the right way. They creating also some situations. They're creating also feelings inside Swamini by decorating her. So that means that really the Manjaris are somehow the controller of this meeting and of the feelings of Swamini and of Mohan. We remember this. They, when she put the earring on Swamini's ear, then she tells Swamini, your Priyaji will spinning like a disc when he see this earring on your beautiful face. So then they create a feeling, and they know when they do this, first Swamini will enter in that feeling. Wow. That makes him happy. And then Mohan, of course, he will feel this. So the Manjaris are really 100% controlling and serving this meeting and this love of both. That's amazing. And I had, some days before, I had a disc I showed to some, I found a disc on the Middle Age market. I don't know where they are. Now they are lost. I have to find again. So now I cannot find to show you this. It's so funny when you turn around and then this disc is running on the table. You know this? It's for children. It's a
Big and small.
What is the name?
No, I was saying it's for children, old and young children.
Yes. And it's when you turn it, then it fell on the table and then it's running around. It's an old toy, and I think in every country they know this. And so they, this is a image in the mind that Krishna will turn around like this disc when he see this earring of her. So how sweetly they make an image in Swamini's mind.
That is comma in Japanese.
Koma.
Comma.
Aha.
Top. Top
What?
in English. A top,
Top.
I think.
Maybe, yes. All children knows this before the mobile was existing. They know how to play this. And the Manjaris, of course, knows also. May Radha and Madhava's sweetness attack my heart, so that we may not go astray.
Now we put Jamunut back to work.
May Radha and Madhav, who are shining with a golden and bluish splendor, whose eyes are dancing in the spotless festival of play, who are unknotted with endless cleverness in erotic artistry, and who are greatly delighted by the nectarian fragrance of their mutual dearness. Attack my mind in all respects with their sweetness. Shri Jiva Goswami means to say, may the indescribable sweetness of Radha and Madhav's combined form arise in my heart in such a way that there will not be the slightest other perceptions. The word agrand means, may this sweet dual form not leave my heart even slightly. Sham and Gaura's blue and golden effulgence illuminates the whole of Vrindavan. Shri Radha's right eyes and Krishna's left eyes are gladdened by wonderful movements. Due to meeting the beloved, and it is as if their indescribable bodily sweetness is dancing.
Nice and slow.
Sorry.
For translation and for my mind.
Sorry. Their bodies are adorned with limitless arts of aesthetic union, such as embracing and kissing and so on. Shri Radha Madhav's body are unknotted with mutual love, just as the bodies of other heroes and heroines may be unknotted with kunkuma. In other words, the hearts in which this sweetness that is gladdened by the nectar of mutual love shines, remain scented by the fragrance of Shri Radha Madhav's love. In this eternal position, the devotees reach their goal of Nikunja Seva and its complete relish. Again,
eternal position. So the eternal position is that stage of you know who you are and you enter in that. This is your eternal position. And in our case, it's a Manjari Bhav and also the body of a Manjari. This is our eternal position. And there we reach our goal of Nikunja Seva. And its complete relish. That means it's not anymore some vision in our mind. It becomes a real. We are there. That's a difference between whatever spurti or something what appeared in our mind. By explaining this, like when we read this book, some pictures arise in our mind. And the mind has only these pictures from that what the mind experienced. Because there are no other pictures. We only experience the pictures of this world. With our senses, we realize only that what we see and hear and so on. These are all things that happen in this world. Even the flower's description of a lotus flower and so on. These are lotus flowers from this world. And so this means mental religion, because our mind is working and is showing the pictures that we are seeing when the divine couple is together. These explanations are these pictures from that what is explained there. This is created in our mind by experiences of the matter. But in that moment, when we really enter, then the Leela takes over. And then we experience and relish the real truth of the divine. Then this comes. Then there is no more need of our material mind. It happens. And that means what here? In this eternal position, we have different senses and we will relish the truth because this is temporary what we can relish here in this world. But the truth is eternal. So it is described. Eternal position. The devotee reach his goal of Nikunja Seva. And it's complete relish. So then not our mind is creating something. Then the Leela and our Seva, our part of the Leela is relishable. And this is what we are desiring. This is what our Raghunath Das is always praying for. That Swamini will offer the service to him in that relishable. I found
this a few top. Okay.
Wow.
This is when Krishna see the earring of Swamini. You know this toy?
Of course.
Then he is spinning around like a disc. I like this picture very much.
But I want to say that this explanation from Gaurasundara about mind and soul, this was so perfect. this was so golden that I really want to tell everyone to go back and listen to this recording and listen to what Gaurasundar just taught. So clear and so, in my mind at least, right, that I'm very grateful for that, and I want to encourage everyone to listen again. I'd add only my little flower on the top, that the Leela, it's not a matter of making the Leela real, it's a matter at the highest point of realization to understand that nothing except the Leela is real. All the else, all the rest is illusion.
It's a very good point, and I want to put this eternal position, Gurudev says Swarupa and Swarupasiti, and especially this Nikunja Seva is Mahaprabhu's special gift. Unnato Ujjwal Rasa Swabhakti Shriyam. No other age, no other incarnation gave this. Maybe, I think yesterday or day before yesterday, Uddhava explained very nice. Our goal is not Radha. Our goal is radical seva. So I was very impressed. Oh, this is right. Our goal is not radical. Our goal is radical seva. So here, some other sampradaya may explain Nikunja. I know some sampradaya explain Nikunja, but not Nikunja seva. So Mahaprabhu gave us this Nikunja seva as Radha Danshi, the maid servant of Radhika. And then this is here mentioned complete relish. In other words, highest relish. This is Mahaprabhu's special gift. Just I want to put in this. Thank you.
Actually, Radhika never leave Vrindavan. But in Mahaprabhu, she did. She was in Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu came, and we can imagine she who never leave Vrindavan gave that mercy to Mohan and guide him. How Gurudev said, sandwich, both sides Radhika and inside Krishna. And this is really a unique thing, because she is an ocean of compassion described in this book. So she came, and she gave him relishing her feelings and the feelings of the Manjari. So Mahaprabhu could relish this. And because of compassion, of their great compassion, they make it possible for the jivas of this world to enter to the spiritual world by guidance of the acharyas, Rupa, Raghunath. And this is Jiva Abhisar. That was, and that never before, how Jayanandaji explained, that never happened. So we need that guidance, because the acharyas know the way, because they coming from there. They are, it is described, they are eternal liberated souls. And actually the souls in this world are eternally, what is it, the word in English? bedingt, conditioned. So the souls, the jivas in the material world are eternally conditioned souls. And in the spiritual world, they are eternally liberated. So there, in the form and in the guidance of Mahaprabhu, these eternally liberated souls came to guide Swamini, Krishna, in that lila, in the material world, and they are able to guide us to this spiritual abode. And this is what we explain as Jiva Abhisar. The journey of love, I think it's the explanation of Jiva Abhisar. Because Radhika's Abhisar is also journey of love. So in that way, if we are following the footsteps of these eternal liberated souls, we are able there. It's a special mercy. It's a pardon. It's a loyal pardon. So that the king is able, if there are prisoners they are judged and they are sitting in the prison for lifelong, for example, because they did something very evil. But when the king is in a good mood, he is checking his kingdom, and then he may say, today I'm very happy with my relative, so I will give a special pardon, a special mercy. So open the doors of the prison and let them go, because I'm so happy. The king can do this. No one else can do this but the king.
And the point is, there's no reason. It's causeless. It's
causeless.
It's because of the good mood, like you said. Maybe the sun is shining.
And so when Mahaprabhu came, even it's not possible that eternal, what you say? Condition, because they are eternal condition. They are lifelong prisoners. There is no way out. But he makes impossible possible. So this is special mercy, Jayanandaji, how you explain. Special mercy. No one gave like this before. So when we have the possibility to walk on this journey, on this abhisar of love to the spiritual world, and there we can stay forever in our eternal Swarup. That's really unique, never giving.
Gorasana, you mentioned very, very interesting, very great point. That is, Radhika never leave Vrindavan. Even Krishna never leave Vrindavan. But Mahaprabhu leave Vrindavan. And usually Gurudev say, so Radhika cannot go to other place. So therefore, Ananga Manjari goes to outside Braja. But you mentioned, Mahaprabhu went to outside Braja. This is amazing thing.
Yeah, because Krishna desire her feelings. And so she has to guide him. She knows he cannot take this mood, this Mahabhav, without help. She has to help him. She has to embrace him.
Yeah, one pastime in Purakata Lila. So, in one day, sometimes Radhika disappear from Krishna, sometimes Krishna disappear from Radhika, and then they used to go to Imritara's place. So one day, Radhika looking for Krishna, and then Radhika saw Krishna's colors become golden. So Radhika was very curious. Hey, Mohan, today your color is golden. Why is that? And then Mohan, Krishna told, yeah, due to so much separation from you, I am meditating of you, and then become in this golden color.
Wow.
And I want to give one secret thing. In Kali Yuga, I will appear in your mood and in this golden color.
Wow.
And I would like to distribute your love to everybody. This kind of story, this kind of pastime has happened in Vrindavan, Prakatari. So just I want to come.
Wow. No one will understand Mahaprabhu. No one can understand him. Only Manjari will understand. That's the real. If you see only Krishna, you will never understand Mahaprabhu. Not possible. But by his mercy, he makes us able to understand him.
To the extent that we are in Manjari consciousness.
That's it. He gave to Rupa to Raghunath, and Raghunath to us. He is sharing this. And his book is the book of secrets. And we need a guru to explain this book in that way of a Manjari. If others explain this book, you will never get it. You will never understand Mahaprabhu. So we are under the care of our Gurudev, and because of his love and his mood, he put in our hearts by his teaching and his presence, we will get the real vision and the real gift of Mahaprabhu. Without the Guru, I cannot see that. Only he will, because he got it from his Guru. And when we follow this in our Sampradaya, we will find they are all relatives of Mahaprabhu himself.
One more little story about how only Manjari understands Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. I was reading, well, it'll be in the class today about Chaitanya Charitamrita. But Chaitanya, in his later life, he's living in Jagannath Puri. And he's having, around the clock, very intense realizations, really living in his spiritual consciousness. And he's always together with his closest associate, Damodar, Swarup Damodar, who is also a Manjari form. And there's one verse that we read today that says, Chaitanya is lost in his feelings and cannot speak. Damodar holds around his neck with his arms and sings a song of the feelings of Chaitanya. So the inner spiritual experience of Mahaprabhu becomes a material song, a poetry, through the mouth of his Manjari Swarup Damodar. So we can't understand Chaitanya like Gaura Sundar said, and he can't even speak. So the Manjaris understand and speak for him.
Wow. This is that what is meaning when Swamini teach the Manjari different songs in the cave.
Yeah.
So to awaken him when he is in vain.
Wow.
So, and that is what Swarup Damodar also did in that moment, what you explained, Udabji. This is the same. Because the feelings, when the feelings overwhelming Mohan, then even Radhika cannot awaken him. And so someone has to sing about the glories of Swamini. And Swamini cannot sing about her own glories. So she teach the Manjari how to sing, give the sound, give the words, give the melody to the ears of the Manjari. And Manjari are very intelligent. They only listen once, then they remember. And so in that moment when Krishna fell unconscious, then is the time for the Manjari. And how sweetly is that picture when, how you explain that the neck of Mahaprabhu in her arm, in his arm.
Yes.
And then he sing this, what Mahaprabhu teach, what Swamini teach before. And then he come back.
And Mahaprabhu is silent.
Yeah, silent. He cannot speak. He's unconscious. Overwhelmed. When this is when he is entering in Swamini's feelings, that's too much for Mohan. And this also sometimes happen in Vrindavan when he meet her. And now in Mahaprabhu, it's also happened.
So, Buddha's point is very wonderful, but some devotee may have question. Question is like this. Mahaprabhu is always in Gambhira Lila. Mahaprabhu is always with Swarupa Damodara and Ramanaya. Also Govinda also there. But in the Gora Gunodesha Dipika, some acharyas say there are Saki, Lalita Saki and Vishaka Saki. Swarupa Damodara, it is some people say Lalita, Vishaka, and Ramanaya is Vishaka or some other. Or even Prabodhana Saraswati, they are Tunga Vidya. But so Buddha say, but Buddha say Manjari, it may be contradiction. So then I may say, in Mahaprabhu Lila, Saki joined, but even Saki also want to taste Manjari's birth. to some extent. So in that sense, Buddha's word is not wrong. But generally speaking, Swarupadamodara and Ramandaya and their Saki, or even
Right.
could be also Saki, Tungabitya Saki.
Yes, yes, that's right, Jananaji. But if you analyze what they are doing in just that moment, that's the service of the Manjari.
Yes, so therefore in Gauranga's Leela, they want to taste Manjari Baba.
Bah.
And, that's my feeling, So therefore, Uddhava's word is not wrong. I
Right.
think correct with feeling. But,
Yes.
people may say, Prabhupada say something.
Yeah. You see what is it in English? The Unterschied.
Difference.
The difference between the Tattva and the Ras. Yeah.
Yeah, and also, this, spiritual thing is, some people say difference, even realized souls say different. Means, and Mahani Swami say, how to say, like answer is not one.
It's not black and white.
Yeah, because every devotee's feeling and perspective is kind of differently conceived. So therefore, Mahani Swami also, he has so much question said to Guru, and he was meditating 1 week or 1 month, and then slowly understand. Some actually may say different way, but actually it's not wrong. Both is possible. Even Kaviraj Goswami, Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami said, very interesting. Krishna incarnate as super soul, but sometimes people say super soul could incarnate Krishna. So devotees say different thing, and he did not say this is wrong, this is right. Everything possible. Krishna has, full power. So anything possible. So therefore, I don't want to enter in this point. Everything possible. So this is, Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami show us. This is interesting point.
Very nice. So,
Yeah, sorry. I just thought the hidden things are like just only the realized person, or just only someone who like taught by the realized person. They can just reach, but the usual, maybe general person cannot reach that kind of like Manjari things they are doing.
very nice, Ramani. Very nice. And that was the same I also was thinking. Because we need a bona fide spiritual master. That means a realized soul to explain this. Who is not bona fide or not realized, he cannot explain this. We will never understand. But the bona fide spiritual master is different. He makes us relishable all this.
And, even bona fide spiritual master, sometimes they don't say time, place, and circumstances. And surprising, Prabhupada's book, he did not mention about Prema Bhakti Chandrika and Radha Rasa Sudhanidhi and Vilapa Kusumanjali. I was completely surprised.
Yeah, we know why. Because you explained that his disciples he don't say swim in Radha Kund, put only a drop. Because at that time, he could not openly speak about all the topics.
Again, within these pastimes of meeting, there are again so many pastimes of separation. Because without this duality of union and separation, there would be no variety of relish. Therefore, so many situations like control of the superiors, going and coming in and out of the house, and pig within the groves occur. Swamini is not satisfied in the pastimes. Beautiful Sham's crown, pearl necklace, flower garland, and long clothes are all broken and fallen off. So Swamini says, Sundar, just look at your condition. Wait, let me decorate you. I've spoiled your looks, and I'll make you look nice again. Just sit down for a while. Then she tells Rupa Manjari, Rupa, come here. We're going to pick some flowers. Swamini takes Rupa along into the gardens and picks flowers of her own choice there. Then she comes back into the Kunj and, along with Rupa Manjari, begins to decorate her pranata with ornaments made of these flowers. Tulasi stands on one side of the Kunj and floats in oceans of bliss as she sees her Ishvar expertise in service. She thinks, O Swamini, only through you such service are possible. Meanwhile, because of Swamini's touch, Sham's body becomes adorned with aesthetic bodily symptoms, such as sweat drops that obstruct Swamini's surface. Swamini gives a hint to Tulasi to stand by her hero's side and to fan him. Because of Tulasi's fanning, Naga's sweat drops dried up. But now Tulasi begins to fan. With such humorous expertise that the breeze she makes causes Swamini's clothes, like her blouse, to loosen. Shama begins agitated from seeing Radhika's sublime limbs. Half covered, and this causes him to engage in activities that obstruct Swamini's initial activities of dressing him. Tulasi softly giggles. But still, she won't stop her expert fanning. Swamini then rebukes her with her meaningful glances, as if saying, Tulasi, how naughty you are. How can I decorate my Naga when you fan him like that? Fan him nicely, so that he will sit down peacefully. After receiving Swamini's sublime chastisement, Tulasi blissfully finds a new way to fan Krishna. Now she starts fanning in such a way that Swamini's bodily fragrance enter into Sham's nostril, and his patience is destroyed once more. Blessed is this maid servant. Blessed is his service. In order to relish these pastimes, a devotee must awaken his sarup. Even when a person like me is in the right environment, living in Braj, it does not work. The mind is so stubborn and crooked. In material consciousness, nobody can approach Radha and Krishna. One must enter into Sarupa Buddha's Sudhi, identification as the service of a deity. Is also required during deity worship. Sarupa Swat is the Buddha's Sudhi of the Gaudiya Vaishnavas. During mental service, one must awaken one's Sarup. And this is similarly required when practicing other limbs of devotion. A practicing devotee should always identify himself like this. I am Radha's Kinkari. No one can delight Swamini and Shyam as much as the Kinkari, for she actually established their meeting, which makes them very happy. They are so pleased with the Kinkari that they give even themselves to her. Shri Leela Sukha has said, we cannot see any other object of worship than the dancing feet of Krishna in Vrindavan. Shri Krishna Das Kaviraj has written in his Sangranga Rangada commentary on this verse, we do not look at any other object of worship than the jewel-like young pair of Braj. This is devoted to dancing in Shri Vrindavan. The loyalty of the Manjaris goes even deeper. Elegance to the great words of the Goswamis leads to a steady wakefulness of one's Sarup. Shriman Mahaprabhu gave them, the Goswamis, the duty do bhajan and in this way teach the world. Shyam's desire now also arises in Swamini. And Hari takes all obstacles to Radhika's union with him. Such as shame, fear, and opposition away. The word Shringaritam in the text also means that Swamini takes Shyam fit once more for pastimes in the Shringaras, the erotic flavor. Swamini has strung a flower garland, but there was no way to bind the ends together. So she binds them up behind his neck. Then she comes up before him and asks him, "How do you like your garland?" Shyam smiles slightly. Although he tries to find words to praise Swamini's craftsmanship, he cannot express himself. Their chests meet each other when Swamini tries to fix the garland behind Krishna's neck. And she bends over his shoulder. Because of this movement, the garland gets smashed. And Priyaji says, "Just see, I have ruined your garland," and start stringing another one. Swamini is decorating Shingaritam, the embodiment of spiritual erotic flavor, Shingaras, and thus immerses him in Shingaras. While she puts a crown on Shyam's head, Shyam smiles slightly. Oh, what nectar! I can't allow that to fall and be wasted. Swamini says and goes forward to taste some of this nectar by kissing Krishna. When he does this, Krishna's crown also falls off, and she must put it on again with the help of Shri Rupa Manjari. Tulasi is astonished when she sees how expert Swamini and Rupa Manjari are in decorating. Just then, the vision ends, and Shri Raghunatha rolls on the bank of Radha. Crying pitifully, Tulasi prays for darshan while Swamini decorates Shyam. Oh, Sakhi Rupa Manjari, without your grace, the Kunj savor cannot be attained. Please always give me the shade of your lotus feet. In an enchanting cottage in a kunj on the beautiful bank of Radha. You and my mistress Radha lovingly and diligently decorate her heart's lover, Rajan Kumar, with different flower ornaments, so that his limbs become very beautiful. When will I make my life useful by seeing this intimate pastime with my own eyes? This ends the verse 69 of Kusumanjali.